by experts that to win gracefully indicates a good character, but to lose gracefully indicates great character. And now, once again, we'd like you to join us at the Massey home in Connecticut. On the board!
Mom, I've got news for you. Mom, I've been drafted.
Not there, honey, please, for heaven's sake. Drafted for what?
For president.
Oh, my goodness, you're getting younger every year. Prettier, too.
Mom, please, snap out the wonderful word of Christine Massey and listen to me.
Oh, well, all right. Now, I'm listening. What?
I've been drafted to run for president of the student body.
Oh, that's wonderful. How did it happen, honey?
Well, Jacqueline Dupre threw her hat in the ring over a month ago, and, well, she plays piano in assembly and gives these dull speeches on patriotism and butters up the faculty, you know, all that stuff. And so naturally, the teachers are trying to railroad her in.
Oh, honey, I doubt that.
No, it's true. She's an honor student.
Well, yeah, that's not exactly the Black Plague.
The girl is a cube.
What?
Square on all sides. She dresses like the Late Late Show.
So?
Well, nobody in our crowd likes her, but nobody's running against her. So our gang got together, put 50 names on a petition nominating me.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful. When is the election?
Tomorrow. The campaign starts at 7 o'clock in the morning.
A one-day campaign? That's awfully fast, isn't it?
Yeah. Saki's my campaign manager.
Good.
We got to make a bunch of posters. I figured we could get the whole family on it tonight.
Tonight? And honey, no. Judy and Vicky, they're over at the Crispies for tonight, and Peter and Paul have their singing date with the band, you know.
That's a family for you. What do we do? I gotta have posters.
Honey, I don't know. Wait a minute. Paul.
Well, what about them?
Operator. Operator, I want to get New York. Murray Hill 53599. Mr. Paul Belzer, please.
Oh, Mr. B.
Mm-hmm. He's your man. He was campaign manager for Senator Dolan 3 years ago.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy is right.
I don't care. Tell him I read the story and nobody's interested in courageous women in hoop skirts.
Yes, Mr. Belzer. You have a call on 3.
Take a message. I don't want to talk to King Tut even.
Yes, Mr. Belzer. I'll tell Mrs. Massey.
You mind your own business. Hi, darling.
Hi. This is King Tut.
I forgot that intercom.
We need your help. We have another crisis here.
Oh, hi, Saki. Come on in.
Hi, Binky Dink. The newsman behind this right-a-rooney, girl.
What gift?
Eyeball this. Sweep clean with Jacqueline.
Oh, brother.
And get a load of this cornballaroo. All the way with Dupre.
Well, what's the matter with that? I think it's wonderful.
Straight from Squaresville. It's not hip. It's not cool.
How to lose votes and influence no one.
Where'd you get these, honey?
Bob and Api invaded the enemy camp.
Api? Who's that?
His name is Ignatius Owensmouth. He prefers Api.
Oh, well, I don't blame him, I must say.
Jacqueline gave him the posters. She didn't know they're members of the Binky Dinks.
The Binky Dinks.
Saki thought that up pretty clever,
Oh,
huh?
I think it's very clever. Strictly Roundsville, Saki. Strictly Roundsville.
How come you're not making posters?
Have I got a flash? Come on, I'll fix you a drink. Paul Belzer's, a friend of Mother's, was campaign manager for Senator Dolan, no less. And he's bringing up posters from New York.
Super duper rude. Go for Binky Dinks.
Here,
what
you
about your
do
speech?
Thanks. Well, Mr. B said he'd knock one off for me while he was waiting for the post. I'll get it! Hello, Mr. Pollywally B.
Now be careful, the ink's still wet.
Okay, Mr. B, this is Saki.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Chris, you look like the Northern Lights.
Oh. Oh, this was so nice of you to do this. We really were stuck, you know.
Oh, I love it. Now, come on, sit down, Chris. Sit down, everybody. I'll give you a little preview of the Great Ladies campaign here.
Wonderful.
These are hot off the presses.
Let's see.
Be classy, vote for Massey. Good. That is a soup stain on the menu of life.
Oh, Saki, I think it's very,
Catchy.
catchy. That's it. I think it's very catchy. Very catchy indeed. Don't you think it's catchy?
Good.
Good. Well.
Feast your eyes on this.
Lad and Lassie vote for Massey.
It's an idea I had for the Senator Dolan campaign. Keep rolling with Dolan. Old hat, but very effective.
And Senator Dolan won?
By a landslide.
He must be a wonderful man.
He is. Oh, auto-state overtime to help me get these out.
What are they?
Pins.
The buttons, of course.
How are those, huh?
With Massey.
Oh,
I
they're
got me short to the
wonderful.
point.
Uh-huh. They're big, too. See? See, Bink?
Well, what about the speech, Mr. B?
I have it right here. Hope you think it's okay.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Why don't you read it, Paul? Read it out loud.
Principal, faculty, my fellow students, it is with deep humility that I stand in front of you today to solicit your vote for the highest office in our esteemed school. The youth of today
Are the leaders of tomorrow.
How'd you know?
Good. I'm a little sick at my stomach. Do you mind? Excuse me.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Belzer.
Mr. Belzer again. What'd I do wrong?
Nothing. It's just, look. This is the competition all the way with Dupre. Sweet Clean with Jacqueline.
Oh, what's the matter with those?
Well, Squaresville. Cornball Rooney, they say.
I'll admit they're cliches, Chris, but in politics, cliches work.
Not with the younger generation, apparently.
Well, that's hopeful.
Mother!
Yes, dear?
Doshie's in a bangaroo, the ponytail party. Do you remember that silhouette you made of Judy? Will you make one of me?
Well, I suppose, huh?
Tremendous. We'll paste them on the back of these things, use it as a pattern. You don't mind, Mr. B, do you?
No, I understand.
No slogans, no printing, nothing but the silhouettes of Binky Dink with a ponytail.
Saki, the whole gang's to wear ponytails tomorrow. All right, I'll go down to Schofield Scrub and get some black art papers.
Well, I guess old rocking chair's got me. Good. Now, there's a word for you.
You know, ever since Marnie was born, Paul, it's been a 100-yard dash trying to stay 1 foot ahead of him. Don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad. Feel like Whistler's mother.
Oh, I'll get the door.
I'll get a drink.
Yes, all right. Well, I put your milk right there. It's right under the napkin. Evening.
I am Charles Dupré.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Dupre. I'm Christine Massey.
Oh, yes, I have noticed you many times in the market, Mrs. Massey.
Well, come in, won't you?
Thank you. Oh, forgive me, I'm so sorry you have a guest.
Mr. Paul Belzer, Mr. Dupre. Mr. Belzer is not exactly a guest.
Oh, how nice.
Well, it's not that nice. How do you do, sir?
It is my pleasure.
Come in. Come in. You are Jacqueline's father.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Oh, her posters.
Oh, yes.
I had them printed in the city for her. I thought of the slogans myself.
Oh, well, they're very,
Cool. Oh, yes, good.
Yes, well, would you like me to get you a drink?
No, thank you very much.
Well, then, shall we?
Now that I am here, I'm not quite sure why.
Well, we're delighted that you came anyway.
If I may say so, perhaps I was looking for an opportunity to meet you. Yes, we have a great deal in common. Like yourself, I am widowed, and like yourself, I have 4 children.
Oh, I have 7 children.
7? Oh, no, it is impossible.
7. She has 7.
That's right.
You know, I have tried to develop your American gift of getting right to the point. So, the election. Is it important to your daughter to win?
Yes, I suppose so.
To Jacqueline, it is not only very important. There is a principle involved. A principle for which I am afraid I am responsible. You see, my dear Mrs. Massey, I was in diplomatic work prior to coming here to live 2 years ago. I was assigned for some time to a country where Jacqueline saw her friends submitted to strict regulations and rules that demanded conformity, dress, customs. More important, conformity of thinking. Oh, you see, I had long talked of America to Jacqueline.
Yes?
I had promised her that in this country, the will and mind were free to take wings. I have taught her that here, one conforms only to one's own heart and reason.
Yes.
I regret my daughter has not found it so.
How do you mean?
Well, she tells me If she does not dress, wear her hair like the others, she is considered odd. If she does not like the same music, talk the same nonsense, dance the same dances, she is a...
Square.
Yes. Oh, I have insisted she is wrong.
Oh, but I'm not sure that she is wrong.
Anyway, Jacqueline tells me she cannot possibly win the election tomorrow because she will not conform to the group.
Oh. And Binky does conform to the group.
Your daughter is very popular. A live wire, my daughter says.
Are you asking that Binky withdraw?
Since she did not enter the contest until today, I thought perhaps it was not important to her.
Then you are asking.
I do not know what I am asking, Mr. Belzer, other than this dear lady's help. Help in preserving her daughter's faith in an idea and in her father. I am afraid that both are at stake in this occasion.
I don't know what to say, Mr. Dupre. I mean, well, of course, I'll talk to Binky, and I think she'll do what's right.
You are most kind.
Well,
thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Oh, my daughter would be quite upset if she knew I came here.
Oh, no, of course not. I understand that.
Thank you.
And
Mr. Belzer.
Good evening, Mr. Dupre.
I want to thank you very much for coming, Mr. Dupre.
Perhaps I will have the pleasure of seeing you again, Mrs. Massey.
Perhaps.
Under less serious conditions.
I hope so.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Now.
Of course, you can't ask Binky not to run.
Oh, I know it. But you know, it is true. These kids cluster together like a bunch of grapes. They run so long together with a herd that when they do stand alone occasionally, they're petrified. It's not good, Paul. It's just not good.
You can't worry about Dupre's problems. You've got plenty of your own. You can't worry about Jacqueline.
I'm not. I'm worried about Binky. He's a very intelligent man, didn't you think?
Yes.
Very charming.
I think I'll take tomorrow off. That is, if you can put up with me.
Why, that's marvelous. Now, I wonder what made you make that delightful decision.
Oh, nothing. I just thought I'd like to stick around and see how the voice of experience handles this one.
Oh. Binky? You really want to be president of the student body? I mean, really?
Well, sure I do. Who wouldn't? It's the most important office in school.
I know, but is it important to you?
Well, sure it is. Very important. Why?
Nothing, honey. I just wondered. Do you think you'd make a good president?
I'd try my best. The gang says I'm a natural-born leader.
Mm-hmm. What about Jacqueline? Would she be a good president?
I guess so. Why?
Nothing.
You sound like you think I'd be a drag.
Oh, don't be silly. I think you can do anything that you really want to do.
How does this sound? Binky dinks of the Ponytail Party. It is time for an air-conditioned administration. I mean, like, cool, kids, cool. That ought to bring the house down.
Yes, it certainly should. Well, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go to bed.
Oh, all right. Good night, Paul.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. B. And thanks a lot anyway.
Good luck with the campaign.
It's a breeze.
Paul, my new story, I put it in your room.
Is it good?
Well, you tell me, Good night. Binky? What, honey?
You said Binky like you were going to say something, and I said,
Oh. What do you know about Henry Clay?
Is that what you were going to say?
Mm-hmm.
No wonder you had so much trouble thinking of it. What's with Henry Clay?
Well, he was a great man.
Okay. How do you feel about Henry Wadsworth Longfellow?
What's he got to do with anything?
What's Henry Clay got to do with anything?
Did you know that Henry Clay tried 5 times to be president of the United States and he never made it?
What have you been reading, the almanac?
No, seriously. Do you know why he didn't make it?
I haven't the slightest.
Well, he was what you'd call a square. He wouldn't conform, you know? He wouldn't change his principles just to be popular. He said that I would rather be right than be president.
When you start with a quote, something's up. Okay, lower the boom.
Okay. Binky, do you think it's right to always run with the pack? I mean, to talk and think and act like everybody else does just because it's a fad or the thing to do, you know?
Do you want me to be square, Mom?
I want you to be right, honey. And I want you to be a leader, but a real leader. I want you to be able to stand alone sometimes when it's necessary and not be afraid. But, honey, you know, if you do win this election, it won't be you winning it. It'll be one of the crowd. One that wears the mark of the bunch, you know?
I'm not sure I dig you, Mom.
Well, Jacqueline Dupre is not one of the crowd. Oh, she could be. It's very easy to be a belonger. All you have to do is forfeit your individuality. But she won't do that. Because she's seen what happens to people when they stop thinking for themselves. Jacqueline Dupre has the courage to stand alone on her own convictions.
Mom, do you want Jacqueline Dupre to win?
Well, Binky, I think she deserves to win because she's running as an individual with principles that are important to her. I mean, she thinks that running for the president of the student body and, well, that it's a serious responsibility, not a popularity contest, you know?
Mom, you sound like a school teacher.
That is a compliment, you know.
But, Mom, I've got to win.
For the gang or for you, Bing?
They're counting on me.
So am I. Well, you just think about it, honey. That's all I ask. Okay?
That's enough posters. I'll finish up. You go on.
You sure?
Yeah, you go on to bed.
All right. All right, I guess I will. I am kind of tired. Good night, sweetie.
Mom?
Yeah?
I never thought I'd lose your vote.
Oh, baby. I love you. I didn't mean that Binky, I'm sorry. I didn't have any right to ask you to do anything but your best. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Mom.
I love you.
I know. You're tired. Why don't you go on to bed?
Yeah, I think I will. Good night, honey.
You allow transient guests in your kitchen at this hour?
Come on in.
I thought I heard you walking around down here. Oh, I'll have one of the same, without the cheese and without the ham.
Hurry up. I don't know why, but crying always makes me hungry.
What's the matter, Binky?
No, it's me. There you are. The voice of experience didn't do so well. She thinks I'm against her. I felt like a heel.
I wish there was something I could do. Oh, I read it.
You didn't have to read that thing tonight.
I wanted to.
I don't know, but somehow, you know, that story doesn't seem very important to me anymore.
Good. She was experiencing the wonder of courage, the jewel of jewels, the luxury of doing what she knew was right. Her heart was full, her eyes shining, And so is the rest of the world. Period. The end. And Chris, it won't sell.
I know. Courage isn't popular anymore. Well, I wonder what that poor little thing is going to do.
We want Binky! We want Binky! We want Binky!
All right. Quiet. Here she is, the next president of our student body, the one, the only, Binky Dink.
Miss Carpenter, faculty, my fellow students, it is with deep humility that I stand in front of you today to solicit your vote for the highest office in our school. The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Yes, the leaders of tomorrow.
Chris, why don't you get that thing fixed?
What are you so jumpy about?
How long is it going to take him to count those votes?
Oh, a couple of hours, I guess. Oh, Paul, I was so proud of her I could have cried.
You did.
Nearly killed her, but she did her darndest to lose. Oh, Ellen would kill you if she saw you peeling those potatoes and wasting them like that.
Any fool can peel potatoes.
You can't. Be gentle with
Hi, Mom.
Oh, well,
What's for dinner? Oh, boiled beef again. Oh, I forgot you're here.
Binky, what happened?
Oh, I lost.
Honey. No, you didn't. You won. You won.
No.
What are you so happy about?
Oh, nothing. I just feel so good. Mr. B, about that speech, the death knell.
I know.
Bang, 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 bang.
She was free as a bird and happy in her decision. She was experiencing the wonder of courage, the jewel of jewels, of doing what she knew was right. Her heart was full and her eyes were shining. And so was the rest of the world, period. The end.
It won't sell, Chris. It won't sell.
Oh, read it again, Paul. Read it again.
Father!
Yes, dear?
It's for you, Mr. Dupre.
Oh, all right, honey. I'll get it out here.
Oh, Chris.
What?
Peel the potatoes.
Oh.
I'll talk to Mr. Dupre. That I can do. Mr. Dupre, congratulations.
You don't have to be attractive, clever, or smart to run with the pack. Any dog can do it. Well, good night. And we'll see you next week.